Hey, what up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of SquADD versus the New Year's edition.
Yeah.
Thought he was gonna make a noise.
Yeah, I know.
I thought it was. Oh, that's a
Takes
different
away.
device that makes that.
Yeah.
Oh, it
Anyway,
Takes away some of the joy.
it did.
What's the point of this?
Just
What is it? What is this doing?
Annoy people. I don't know. You can punch somebody.
Okay, freaking children. Oh my gosh, y'all are so annoying.
Hey, watch this. Oh, this one had a hole in it.
Did y'all date somebody that had a tongue like this?
that ain't
Hell
really.
yeah.
I don't know. I would think she was part lizard.
I don't think you could do two
I
at
feel
a
like
time.
women would like this, but I don't need this.
That's too much for you?
Try to do two at once. It's impossible. There's an airstream.
Let me see.
Let's see.
Let's see if I can do it.
Wait, is somebody using
Oh my gosh.
Who did it?
Thank you guys for tuning into another episode of SquADcast. We're supposed to be talking about topics, but clearly these children are just interested in blowing a hot breath across this room through these.
I'm
did it.
up, man.
You jealous because you didn't think of it.
I don't want to.
Women think they too good to have fun.
That's
about to
not
faint.
fun. Y'all
This?
blowing your hot breath, your COVID breath all the way over here.
No, we not.
I'm about to faint. And I took my temperature on the way in. No COVID here.
You brought this in for the
I
fun.
didn't. Wasn't me. It was to here.
Sick of it.
I did bring it in.
Yeah.
And it's for the fun.
Happy New Year.
Y'all, do
y'all
y'all know
ever
how to
get
sing
wasted?
Odd Lang Syne?
You say what?
Do y'all sing Odd Lang Syne?
I didn't even know that was the name of the song. I hum it.
I don't.
What are we talking about?
The
The
song
song.
you sing on New Year. Yeah,
That's a New Year's
yeah,
song?
yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh,
They
Pat.
play as soon as the ball drops.
Pat never knows
I've heard that
anything.
song. I've heard that song. I didn't know it was associated with New Year. So I guess, yeah, I did know that.
When did you think they played
Did
it?
you hear? You heard it at 4th of July?
All forgiveness be forgot, America.
Wait,
that-
you know some of the words? How do
But
you
you
not know?
got-
I
the
know
song?
We Forgot is in there.
Or B. I thought it was B. Got.
Wait, you know some of the words, but you didn't know that was a New Year's song?
How is that possible? What
I'm
did
sorry, I'm not bumping it on New Year's.
No, I'm
Pat,
saying,
did you
where did you hear
hear
that,
it like in the
though?
middle of the year though?
No, I don't know when I heard it. That's what I'm saying. I've heard that song. I didn't know
You
what
heard
it was.
in the New Year's Eve
associated with.
celebration.
Wait. So y'all are queuing this song up and playing it at midnight.
No, I'm saying that's what it's a
It's a
you're
New
supposed
Year's
to,
Eve
Yeah,
yeah,
party
when the
it's
ball
New
song.
Year's
drops.
Eve
Yeah.
theme song, basically.
They even
Ah,
play the
man.
music every time you watch the ball drop. They'd be like in the
I
background.
don't be watching the ball drop unless there's nothing happening.
Oh,
God.
Happy New Year.
I hate this thing. Oh, I got glitter all over it.
Do you guys usually like make it to midnight, or you
What you
feel
mean
like?
make it?
Because some
Well,
people
like,
just
to
go to
sleep?
sleep and they're like, when I
No, I
wake up,
make
it's
it.
the new year. I don't necessarily need to ring it.
I've been up every New Year's Eve.
Really?
It feels like, yeah, I'm always up.
You
It's
you're a
rare
night
that I go
owl,
to
though.
bed earlier than
you don't be
midnight.
going to sleep, period, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you are a night owl.
But
so
do y'all be going out or do y'all be at the crib with shrimp?
I like to be at the crib, but
we gonna
sometimes I
talk
be
about
out.
that, aren't we?
Yeah, well, that's one of the topics.
Oh, that's right. My bad.
Oh, my bad. Man. I chimed in with him.
Pump the brakes. What is like a? Oh, we already did the whole Black Eyed Peas thing. Huh?
No,
What?
I mean, do y'all eat black eyed peas?
I love Black Eyed Peas.
I like the group tremendously.
You like
I
the
haven't
what?
had black eyed
Oh, the
peas in a
group?
really long time. My grandma
It's
used to
kinda
make it all the
I
time.
love Black
Cornbread.
Eyed Peas and rice. Oh,
Yeah?
don't
And
promise
rice.
me a good
I
time.
like cornbread with it better.
My
I'm
granddaddy,
eating all that together. The
my
rice, the
granddad wouldn't let
cornbread,
us
the black eyed
wash
peas.
on New Year's Eve. He's like, you can't bring the New Year's washing or something like that. Like he wouldn't.
What? Like
Wait,
wash
what?
your body?
Nah, like clothes, like washing clothes.
Oh,
You can't
What?
wash your clothes on New Year's?
He did not allow.
Are these like superstitions?
I guess so, but I'm
for
just
the
like,
day?
it's so weird because like I feel like washing machines are still kind of new technology, like from when he was younger. It's like, where did that come from? Where did that superstition come from?
Wait, he said
Mm.
don't wash. I would think you would want to wash to get the old year off of you. The clothes.
Nah,
Do y'all do this on New Year's Eve? And then right into the new year, do you be running around the house to be the first person to do something in the house for that year?
No.
First
No.
person to touch this. First person
You
to
do
flush the
that?
toilet.
Oh
in the
my
yeah.
gosh.
First person to
Wait,
vacuum.
you still do that now?
Yeah, it's
Are you
fun.
competing with people? or are
First
you
person to
just
pet
running
the
You are
around
cat
a
doing
in
it?
huge
2021. First person to.
Are people just watching you do that, or are they trying to do it first too?
Yeah, everybody in the house. We just start running around doing stuff. Be the first one to
I've
do it.
never heard of that
It's
one.
fun.
I've never heard that either.
First one to pull out the Monopoly board.
Are you the first? I feel like you're the first person to create that.
Nah.
Yeah, you are.
First
I mean,
person.
no one does
Y'all
that.
need
take
to
a
get
dump.
in on the fun stuff.
You know
First
what?
person to open the
My
refrigerator
best
in
New Year's
2021.
was actually in Chicago in the Wild Hunnets.
Really?
In the what?
Yes, the best New Year. I don't.
That's because Chicago's the best city
It
of all
is. It's
time.
I've actually done 2 New Years in Chicago,
It
and
is.
like
What's the Wild Hunt? Sounds dangerous.
it
I mean,
is.
it is.
The
It
Wild
is.
Hunnets.
Anything
But
with
it was-
wild in front of it is dangerous. Wild Mustangs, wild hunteds, yeah, all of that.
Wild horses.
Yeah.
Yep. No, my friend had a party that was out there, so we were like, "Hey, let's go!" So like me and my homegirl just went, and it was great. Like at first, I was like, "I think I'm supposed to be scared because it's the Wild Hunnets," but everybody was so nice.
What
Chicago
does
people are
Wild
the
Hunteds
nicest
mean
people.
though?
Of course.
Like,
Unless,
super
unless,
nice.
unless
Look at
they,
me.
unless they're
Yeah.
stealing purses
What-
out of churches.
Outside of that, everybody in Chicago's nice.
What was Wild Hunt? Does that
People
have to do with the
steal
street
purses.
names?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
like
100,
100
100 and something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Southside.
But it was fine. I mean, literally, I have never had such a like peaceful, calm. Like it was lit. It was like chill, like with a bunch of strangers.
How was it lit
Chicago's
and chill?
fantastic.
That's what I'm saying. It was moments of like litness where there was a DJ that came out of
Litness.
nowhere. And then there was moments it was like, hey, everybody, sit around and grab this. What's the little what is it? The champagne that's like diamond or diamante or whatever.
Oh, you lavish. Right now.
Spumante. That's what
I
it was.
speak Spumante.
That's
That
what
one.
it was.
What?
Spumante.
I speak Spumante.
It was Spumante, and we were like drinking Spumante.
Monty? That's a drink.
Never heard of that one.
What?
I haven't heard that
It's
name
great.
in a long time.
used to have-
Right,
I
it's
used to
like
have
a
to go to
really
church.
cheap one. Oh yeah, I've done
Church
that
on
a lot.
New Year's Eve. That was always, I think, New Year's Eve and on Halloween. It was
Hallelujah
Ooh.
night.
Hallelujah night.
Hallelujah,
Mhm.
hallelujah.
Oh, I know about the Hallelujah
Man,
night.
Hallelujah night. And then on New Year's, yeah, we bring it in. Because, like, East St. Louis, they used to shoot a lot. And so, like, you know, in any of those towns where they shoot, like, those bullets still come down. So, like, they just
Do
feel
they
like
be
the church-
coming down?
Wait, if you,
think
shoot
they just,
it in
you
the
think
air,
they just stay? You
I
think
feel
they
like
just
it's a
stay?
myth.
So you think a bullet just stays in the air?
No, it comes down, but not like with lethal force. It does? It's
wait,
not
if
dangerous?
I shoot it like this, when it comes back down, because it could be on the side where it like hits me, right? So it's not dangerous.
What about when you do it like this? Really?
Well, as
It'll
long as
just,
the
like,
pointy
way far
part.
away, just fall into somebody.
I think
That's a
it
hell of a
it has to
shot.
be the pointy part, doesn't it, of the bullet? What if the back part hits you? I don't think.
That's wanted. That's
On
pretty
that
cool if a
trajectory.
camera could follow the bullet though, all the way
Mm.
into like a
You should put a
headshot.
GoPro on it.
I stayed away.
On a bullet?
Mhm.
Put a GoPro on a bullet?
Let's try
Meg
it.
How
drunk,
far away
guys.
would that land? You think?
So
like
I
a
could have
stayed away?
potentially shot somebody.
Yeah.
Wait, you was out here shooting?
I mean, if they got the guns, I'm gonna be like, pap pap. Pappity pap pap. There's no way I'm not papping if a gun is out.
I would
Really?
suck to die.
Yeah.
How many New Years do you think you bring it in with the blicky?
Pissed.
Probably like, I know for 4th of July we was doing that one time, but New
Really?
Year's,
I did it on the 4th too?
yeah, this dude had
Instead of
mad
using
guns. It
fireworks,
was
you
this
just
one
do
4th of
guns?
July. This dude had mad guns. I was like, this is illegal. Pappity pap pap.
Tony got 7 bodies he don't know about.
Right.
Man,
Like,
think
hell
about
of
that
bodies.
now.
You probably saw the next day, like there was a homicide, but we don't know who did it last night.
He just
And it
looked
was
at
you.
it, turned the paper over. Wasn't me.
I want to know. I want to know the stats on the bullets from nowhere.
That
Like-
is interesting.
Yeah, because how do they know? If you didn't
Somebody
just-
watching
Ballistics.
TV like,
I know, right? Are they going through houses, like, or is it just people walking
Probably.
outside? Okay.
But like, if you drop a penny from like the 50th floor or something, that
That's
has the
lethal.
velocity to be lethal, right?
You don't know, Cam. You ain't never did it.
Mythbusters.
Just because
is
Mythbusters
key.
that it's true,
They be busting
they
the
be
myths.
busting
That-
the myths
more
all
research
that's a
than
lie
we do.
too. I don't trust that.
They go into
I
detail
don't
to
trust
prove
the
if it's right or wrong.
Mythbusters.
Meg just talking.
good work.
She ain't
That's
got
a
no
good
reason
shot.
not
Did
to
one
trust
of
the Mythbusters.
Huh?
Did one of them die?
Did they? No. I don't
The
think
Asian
so.
guy did.
The young guy? How did he die?
I can't remember.
It was an accident?
I don't know. I have to look it up. But yeah,
It's
I remember reason. It was either this year or last year that he passed.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
That does suck. What was the question?
We hadn't started questions. This is just
we
the
were just
banter.
talking.
Oh.
We were
Oh.
just talking about
New Year's.
New Year.
New Year's.
New
Well, I
Year's.
always was at church growing up. New Year's, and church would start at 10 o'clock, so we had to get there 10 p.m. And mind you, they would want to pray through the New Year, so the prayer would start at like
Always praying
11:50, 11:45, and you would just be sitting there, and they would just pray for like 10, 15 minutes and pray through. And I'm over here. I always would like look on my watch or something, or look at the clock on the wall because I wanted to say Happy New Year, but they would pray through midnight.
Oh, that's
So I would just be sitting there looking at the clock and saying to myself, Happy New Year.
You saying
New
to
Year.
yourself?
I did. I was saying to myself. And
So they didn't
then
pray
they
for
stopped.
this year. Clearly.
Oh man, somebody
They
dropped the
didn't
ball.
pray for 2020.
they did it.
Somebody dropped the ball on the prayer, man.
Somebody.
It might have been me
stumbled.
because I wasn't praying. I was too much
See,
looking
it's
at the
Meg's
clock.
fault. 2020 is Meg's fault. They didn't pray.
Man, none of us expected it to go like this. So.
No.
Man.
I mean,
I'm
when
ready
it
for
first
2021.
when it
Woo!
first happened, we were like, "All right, man, we're gonna be down
Toilet
for about
paper
a
was our
couple
biggest
weeks,
problem.
and then we're gonna be
Trash.
back good on the road."
But I will say this. So, 2020 has been the year of the rat. And that is like my year that I was born, our year, actually.
Mhm.
So this is, it was predicted at the beginning of the year. If you read the Zodiac, I don't know what you call it, Chinese Zodiac, whatever. It
Oh, the
said this
calendar.
year for 1984, year of the rat, people, this would be like a very lucrative financial year for you. And it has been for me.
Really?
During a pandemic.
Everybody can't say that.
That's what I'm saying. But it just, when I read that at the beginning of the year, I was like, oh snap, that's like okay. And then it has happened. So
What about for you, Senior? Lucrative?
Yeah, it's been really lucrative.
Okay.
yeah, man.
Good for y'all.
The
That's what I'm
pitch
saying.
change.
So I don't know what 2021 holds.
2020
As a
could have been
story.
more lucrative for your boy had I not lost them shows.
Man,
Yeah,
oh, that was
here or there.
that was crucial.
Man, listen.
It was.
I had a lot of shows booked.
Man, were you doing your own tour this?
Yes.
The Lord said
2020
not
said
yet.
nah.
All of them got swiped
Not
off the table.
COVID
Yeah.
said nah.
It's like, let me get there.
You got your
Yeah.
stuff together for 2021 then?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, as much as you can, you don't know what this year holds.
Right.
We still ain't back to the regular norm.
Y'all got any resolutions, like early done? You guys know what you gonna?
I'm being on time every day in 2021.
I'm gonna hold you accountable for that
Okay.
because
All right.
Tony
Is the worst.
Tony could be next door and will be late coming to the porch.
Why are you so late?
Cuz, man, let me break it down for you.
There's no reason for it, Tony. Stop.
You right.
Tony
We're gonna
be-
give a breakdown.
Tony be late. Tony be late for everything. You be like, how?
I'm not late for the movie theater though.
How is that? That mean this? No, what that means is you don't respect people's time, except when it comes to you. That's what that means.
Oh,
You
shit,
know what it
hard
is?
hitting facts.
And another thing is this: the movie theater ain't gonna wait for you. It never
So
will.
that's what I'm
it
saying.
never
you don't,
has.
You don't respect other people because you expect them to wait for you. That's
You know
why
why?
you're always late.
Because a lot of people don't be ready when I get there on time. And
Again,
so that makes me be
Facts.
like, oh, man, they ain't gonna be ready.
but you don't know.
I don't know, but I'm telling you why I
Percentage.
lay back on that.
Mm-mm-mm.
Right.
Mm-mm.
But yesterday I was on time. Y'all wasn't.
That's true. That's true.
So now you feel like you were.
But the
gypped
movie,
because
the,
they
the
were,
movie theater is a constant. It's never waiting for you, and it's always on time.
That's a lie. I've been to a
Always
couple of
on
hood movie
time.
theaters that do not start on time.
Well, I mean, you know that
I've
you,
been
you
to
got
a
at
few, I'm
least
like,
15
what?
Movie theater is
A
always
brace with
on
the-
time, and the movie will go on without you.
That's what I believe. But also, people can do stuff without you too, Tony. If
That's-
you're gonna
that's
consistently
fine.
be late,
That's fine. I've been fired because I was late.
you don't care, huh?
That's what it all comes back to. I don't really be caring.
You don't be caring.
That's what created me as a villain in the time space.
Yeah.
When I got fired at Dairy Queen, I was like, from henceforth, I'll never be on.
that was the point.
That's my origin story.
Well, this is a great place for us to stop and jump into the first topic of the day. First topic of the day we have, which is better, spending New Year's out or spending New Year's at home?
I prefer home all the time.
Just like that, right out the gate.
Yeah.
Now or forever? Has it always been like
Just-
that?
I've never like hungered to be out on New Year's Eve. I've gone out,
Mm.
but it's never like I got to be out. Let me tell you this though. The comedy shows pay extremely well on New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve is
All
like our
live
wedding
performance
season
does.
for
Man,
photographers.
Wow.
so now I want to be out. I want to be working every New Year's Eve from here on out
Mm.
because the pay is always better.
I got a raggedy show on New Year's Eve one time, and it was not made clear to us that our payment was contingent on a crowd.
Oh,
Oh wow.
man.
So y'all was just there and y'all got terrible pay?
Man, when I tell you, it might have been 20 people in that audience.
How much you make?
I left.
Oh, really?
I left. Once I found
Did you
that out,
perform?
no.
Okay.
I left.
Damn.
Wow.
You know, I worked at a restaurant like this, like 5-star restaurant, a few years back, and I remember New Year's, like that was the one night I was like, oh, I'm about to work because these people in there would be drunk and be like, hey, here's $50, and I was like seating people. I was like, okay, I'll take it.
Doing your
They're-
thing.
Yes, and they just be
I
so
like it.
happy, and they just kept tipping me, and I was like, this is
Yes,
great.
yes.
I loved it, and then we got to
Yes,
drink
yes.
free champagne. I was like, yes, please.
Yeah.
It's pretty
You
good.
drink, man?
Yeah, I'm not a drunk,
I
but
got
like
drunk story. too.
Oh.
I've been drunk one time.
It's a
Don't
pretty good story.
don't
Is that
play
when you
me.
beat that girl up?
No.
Oh.
Wow, she beat the girl up in college when she stole a purse.
Oh.
Sober.
She
Meg
didn't
beat somebody.
Okay,
Okay.
Dang,
I'm not
man.
gonna rehash that on this.
Meg is a pirate.
Google it somewhere.
She is.
Arr,
Just
man.
Google
Just
it.
Google it.
Google your fight.
Figure
Your
it
fight
out.
story.
Oh, you think it's on the internet?
It's on
It
World
is.
Star.
Oh no, not
Wait, the
the
fight
actual
itself?
fight. No,
Oh.
no, no. I'm saying the story is. On
Oh, I was like, yo.
You won, didn't you, man?
I did.
It
I
looked
ain't
like
have no
Meg
mark
can
on me,
fight.
so I
She
guess that
says-
means I won.
This is how she describes it. She says she got hit, and then she charged at her, and then she blacked out. what crazy people be saying.
Yeah. and
And
then
I
when I
never
came to,
understood
it was
that.
blood all over my
We're
hands.
not gonna talk.
multiple
We're talking about
bodies.
a new year,
Okay.
not old years.
Fights happen every year, B.
Every year, B.
Mm-mm.
Someone getting beat up right now. You ever
Right
think about
now. Somebody getting socked
that?
out.
We out here laughing, and somebody's getting
That's Molly Wop.
Oh my god.
Mop.
right now.
Hands being delivered.
Have you ever stayed at home and wish you had went out?
No.
Yes.
I definitely had that.
Never
I've had-
regret it.
Yeah, because I was actually, and that's part of being like on Instagram is like you see somebody and be like, dang, they having fun over there.
Instagram is a sham.
It is. But on certain times when you're like, wow, that really, I could have been there having fun with them.
It's usually going and wishing you were home, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've had that.
Yeah.
I
That
definitely
has
had a lot of that happen.
Yeah.
You
it's
get there,
like,
you
this
see the
is not
crowd
worth
ain't
it.
for you, or the DJ is whack, or just the food is horrible. You be like,
Vibe ain't
I
right. You
got
don't know
dressed for
nobody
this?
there. It is. I don't like crowds like that. It makes
Me
my
neither.
nerves bad.
yeah.
I just hate when you actually have a good time. It ends at 2, and then everybody in your crew is like, all right, what next? It's like, that seemed good. That seemed like a
No,
good
we just getting
spot.
started.
Yeah, it's like 4 or 5 a.m. and you're like, damn. They're like, what's the next?
I don't. I'm not staying out no more. Like late like that. I can't do it.
Yeah.
My sleep will be off for a whole week if I stay open.
You are so old.
I am.
Stay open.
Damn, you
If I
caught that,
stay
huh?
open.
Damn.
If I
I
stay
thought
open
my bed was
past,
gonna like cut it off for you.
what are your closing hours to here?
Close at 11 o'clock.
My office hours? So from 9
When do
to
you
5.
serve brunch?
11 to 1.
You know,
Like,
I
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yes,
don't know. I've always had really a lot of fun going out, but I feel like that is also fiance, baby, like in my 20s. It was the stuff to be out and about, but now when I think about it, it's just too much. I'm like, I gotta go where? I gotta get dressed.
That's because you got responsibilities.
Yeah.
man.
No,
You
I'd
think
rather
about
just
the
be at
future.
home.
Do you feel like you had more fun out when you were solo? You were single?
No, because if I was dating somebody, he was just as like fun as me, like So I don't know if I necessarily had more fun.
Do you think your spouse considers you fun?
Yeah,
What she was like?
that
No.
was a setup.
No.
I'm actually really fun, you guys. Okay, you know why? Because I like to do like a lot of like boy stuff because I grew up with a brother, so I do the whole like
Camping?
games and camping and like laser tag and like all the boy
Yes,
stuff.
laser tag.
You know,
That's
Laser
a
tag
good
is a good
time.
time.
and like paintball. Oh my gosh, I love paintball.
Yes.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
want to go paintballing
I've
so
ne-
bad.
I've never been.
Last time.
Oh, it's
Oh, my-
fun.
if you
You
win-
ever get
no,
shot in the
not when
nuts?
you get hit.
No.
Oh, God. I got shot in the nuts.
You got to wear a
How?
cup?
I didn't
How
know.
were
I
you
didn't know
walking?
you. Huh?
How are you walking with your?
Barely.
No, I'm saying like, were you walking like this when you got shot? Like,
No, I was kind of like looking around, looking for people, and it was like a beginner's match, so everybody was scared and everybody was like hiding, and all these advanced dudes just came in and just lit everybody up, and I was just like, pop, 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 pop.
You
This
got
is
multiples to
Pat
the
trying to say
nuts.
he got big balls. My balls
with
were just
your
in
best
the
shot.
His
front.
balls was shook. His balls was
If
like,
anything, it scared them. I never had an experience
They
with my
went
balls
back up
like
in your body. Your balls just hid.
Oh, like,
Dang,
yo,
man. Did it hit the shaft or the balls?
balls.
Dang, man.
Straight.
That's where the
up.
pain
you, like,
happens.
laid
That's
out?
where the pain is.
Oh yeah, I was on the floor, and then my friend like helped me get out. It was bad.
You had to leave the ring?
Oh, and testicles do bruise. Didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Really?
Didn't know that.
I
Ball
don't
bruise.
think anyone knows
Ball
that.
bruise.
Ball bruise.
I got
Alright.
hit one time with a paintball right here, and I was like
Damn.
covered from head to toe, and I was like, I'm good. They come shoot me, I'll be all right. Maybe a little bruise, and they got me right in the dead.
You didn't have anything on the neck?
No, because I didn't think like I didn't think you could shoot my neck. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I was just like, there's more body space here, right? So I'm telling y'all, that is the worst pain ever. If
Man.
somebody just went like this to your neck.
Ooh.
Oh, my
And
God.
paintballs
And then
are hard.
Yeah,
it
paintballs
hurt
are
so
tough.
Get,
Like
a
I couldn't
huge
even
bruise
cry.
like
I was
that.
like,
Who hit you? A sniper?
no, it was like it was like a 7-year-old kid.
He
who, like,
aimed for that
he
neck
He
meat.
was laying
For real.
down like Gemini Man.
Right.
That was the
Tracy.
Joker.
He sized up the whole outfit. He was
It be the
like,
little kids that go there on the
little
regular.
space. That's how
that
they do
little
Batman.
space right there. Pap.
I mean, and then it looks like it looks like a hickey. So it's like, how can I hide that right
They
here?
got in trouble
Right in the
that night.
middle.
He's like, "Oh, that's what you was doing out there in the wild hunts.
It
Throat
was the
bruise.
worst.
Paintballing, huh? Sure.
Paintball was
Okay.
fun, man.
It is fun.
I've never done it.
I like the themed ones that'll be like themed like Afghanistan or Desert Storm, or there'll be one that's themed like Mad Max. Those are dope.
To hear the real paintballing in East St. Louis,
We threw paint cans.
real bullets.
We would go
The
to
cans?
we would just go to Home Depot and get cans of paint and just throw it at each other.
What?
Or just real guns.
Mm-hmm. Or that, then we throw bullets.
I tell you what we really play, and it's gross. You know the sticky traps for like mice and
Mhm.
roaches.
Ew.
We were throwing those around and hitting each other with them.
Why they had roaches and shit
No,
on
no,
them?
no, they
Oh.
were new, but they
I was gonna
stick.
say,
They
Jesus,
stick
Chicago was
so
different.
good.
Oh.
So when you
my
hit somebody, it was like, we had
It's
the
hard
time.
to get
of our
off. Is it
lives.
the one with the liquid sticky stuff?
It was like the little
gels.
jelly.
Yeah.
Man.
So then when you take it off, how do you wash the stuff off?
I mean, we was
Because
kids.
of-
We didn't worry about washing.
Gross.
at the time. It was fun though.
The stuff we used to play as
It
kids.
wasn't used. Though. It wasn't like roaches in there. Like, wait, I
Those
still
gross.
function.
Oh.
We used to play horrible games as kids. BB bushes.
What?
Mhm.
BB bushes. Y'all done play
You know
BB
what that
bushes?
is?
Well,
We
you-
played in Tokyo. Japan. We
What is it?
It's like anytime you say a word with a B, people get to punch you until you say BB bushes.
Yeah.
She was like, I'll be
like
right
BB
back.
Bridges.
You
Oh, yeah,
getting
same thing
fired
as that.
on.
Boy, I was 10 motherfuckers up. We would play BB bushes. Left hand, give it up. If you put anything edible or drinkable in your left hand, somebody say left hand, give it up. You got to give it up, and they can either drink it, eat it, give it back to you, or completely
Ew,
throw it
guys
on the
were
ground.
villains out
Oh
there.
my
And
gosh.
then we would play open chest and open nuts. So you were literally like sitting like this, trying not to talk, because if you say anything, you could get wailed on from any direction, and you don't know what it's about.
And meanwhile, the girls over here playing with Barbies. Like,
y'all bored.
oh my gosh.
You said
that's
you used
so
to play with the
violent.
boys. I thought you was
I
gonna
know,
be on
no,
all
but
of
it
this.
was not like that. Like, they
See?
wouldn't hit
Lying
me.
ass.
It is true.
They
though.
didn't hit me.
Y'all need
playing
to
with
sock
dolls
each other up more often, man. Sick of women, man. Just fire on each other.
Because men have the ability to be like, we had a fight last week, but we're best friends now. Women don't.
Y'all should,
You don't
no.
do that.
Stop
Sisters
holding
do
on
it?
to stuff.
I mean, sisters, yeah.
All right, there you call your homegirls, hey sis, all that stuff. Keep it
Damn,
real.
They ain't real with the
Square
sisterhood.
up with it.
Nah.
The funniest part about BB Bridges, though, is when you're playing that game and you're really watching how you talk. You be like, what'd you say? You be like, I went to the store
You like making
Yo,
sure there's no
yesterday to
bees.
get barbecue.
The worst part is you're playing the game, you're playing BB Bushes, and you get really mad. Like if you losing the game, like, man, fuck that, man. These motherfuckers cheating, bro. And you say, bruh, but you say it so low, you ain't even thinking about
Bruh,
when somebody
did
start
you
hitting
get
you on your
fired
chest,
on?
your back. And immediately you're so mad, you're still on
You
this right
forgot.
here, and you just start feeling. You're like, come on, what are you doing? Oh, BB Bushes. And you can't even really get mad at them. It's like, motherfucker, you said
That's
you
the
was playing the game.
Yep.
Just start firing that back up.
It's so
Oh.
funny, man.
BB pushes.
You just gonna get.
We
I've had
played
that happen.
Oh man, you be mad. You be
Man.
arguing with your girl on the phone. I don't even know that bitch.
Man.
Wait, hold on. Man, I'm having a serious conversation. They still bombing.
Did you guys
over
ever do like neck rips? Like
What
those
is
whole
that?
things where they grab you like that.
there.
They just be like, give me that. Yeah, they like, give me that.
A
And
neck
they would do
rip?
the same thing. Like,
Wait,
"Boop."
what do you mean?
Like that's a rip. Like anytime
rip
you,
your
if you
tag
said
off?
something, if you said something stupid or dumb, you'd be like, "That's a rip."
Or if you
had to
mess
walk
up like the
to
way
them.
I mess up,
Wait, you
as
mean
much
like
as
it's
I
like
do.
a smack on the neck or something?
No, it's
Nah,
like
it's like a-
it's
Do it
like
on
this.
my
It's
neck.
Give him a rip.
Give me that.
It's a lot harder though.
Yeah.
Oh.
Does it hurt, man?
Uh-huh.
No,
It's like
it
an Indian burn.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
what it's like.
you gotta come in
I
dry-handed.
see, I
Yeah.
see.
Your mechanic friend started playing. That's when you quit. You like, yeah, come here, let me get that.
It's all bone.
Yeah,
Oh,
the burlap
man.
hands. You like, rip.
Yeah, sandpaper hand? Nah, I'm good, fam. I quit. Who playing? James?
Oh,
That's
hell no.
Isn't it?
James sound like he got some rough hands.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everybody
oh,
named
James definitely got rough hands.
James and every name that start with a D got
Earl.
hands.
Earl he came
Earl,
out.
Earl got
James,
rough
Gus.
Oh, God.
Gus
I had an
hands.
uncle named Gus. I had an uncle
Was his
named
hands rough?
Augustus.
His hands felt like
Augustus.
concrete. didn't
Augustus.
it? With
I had
broken
a-
glass mixed in. That was his hand. Hey, how you doing, young man? Your whole hand shredded and
When
crushed.
y'all at home, when you stay at home for New Year's, do you invite people over, or you just like want to bring it in on a solo tip, or just with your immediate people?
I feel like there's a certain amount before it gets like like 2-3 people I'm okay with. Then when it gets to the 5, 6, 7, it's now a party. and I
5,
don't
6,
like
7 is where you draw the
Oh,
line.
yes.
I thought it was gonna be a drastic change.
2-3
No,
people.
I-
2-3
'cause then it
people
feels
could
like
go
a
5,
real
6,
party,
7.
and I'm just like, I don't want to do this because then that means cleanup and all that and
Cleanup is
hosting.
a real thing.
Yeah,
But
I
2 or
mean,
3
but I don't know.
people's not really.
Not for New Year's. Nobody
Yeah.
be going crazy like unless it's like a house party.
Not only that, your friends should help you. Like if it's only 5 or 6 people at your crib, those are close friends, so they're gonna help you clean
I
up.
like
Nobody-
people
no, but
clean
it's
up
still
when I
too
come
many.
over.
Ugh.
Yeah,
That's a real party.
I
at
can't
that
see
point.
people
Ugh.
cleaning up and not get in on it.
yeah, yeah.
No, I'm saying, but it's still like that feels like a party as opposed to I just invited a couple of friends over.
5, 6 people is where you draw the line.
Yes,
So
That's
Meg
a-
walk in like, who was packed?
it is.
Like 5 people.
I'll be like,
What do you
it's too
mean?
many people. In my,
I'm like, huh?
I don't like having
It's just
people
who
in my
lives
house
here.
like
Turn the
that.
music down. It's
Yeah.
not even
I
on.
don't.
That's one of the
I
reasons
just think
why.
about like, oh, now I have to vacuum. Now I gotta like put. Oh, that's just. I don't
So
like
we got a no shoes policy at the
it.
crib.
Same as my house. Yeah.
But like that's why I never wanted to move like downtown because I like parking is horrible.
Oh.
I never
Oh,
want to
yeah.
like invite people over and then they gotta search 20 minutes for
I
parking.
don't want to
Like,
go
that's-
anywhere that has bad parking.
Man,
Me
Koreatown to
Yeah, I just don't
downtown.
wanna
That's
go.
a deal breaker
man.
for me.
I just won't
Where?
go.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
K Town.
Right, right.
This
Oh,
K
it's
Town. This is zoom me in, bruh.
Yeah.
Zoom me in.
I
I'm
can't do
good.
the bad parking, man.
Wait, are y'all gonna go anywhere this year since it's a pandemic?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Can
go
we
straight
go
to the
anywhere?
bedroom.
I feel like we can't go nowhere.
I ain't going nowhere,
Nowhere
bro.
working.
I don't want to go nowhere.
I don't care. I really don't.
Yeah, I'm gonna be at home.
I would like a game night New Year's
That
Eve.
sounds fun.
That's fun. You be
Ooh.
playing Monopoly. Hold on. Where's my money, man? You landed on Pennsylvania Avenue.
I like
That's
I
a
like
good
going
time.
to snow for New Year's.
Oh,
What is
fun.
snow?
snow is fun, man.
Yeah, it's. I
I've
mean, it's-
never been to like Big Bear or nothing like that.
Me
I really want to
neither.
go.
Oh, going
Let's
to
go
the
as a crew.
snow.
I'm going. I'm good with that.
Let's do it.
That's
Would you
fun.
guys snowboard?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I've been
only
dying to try
skied.
that.
Me too.
Skiing too. I've never been skiing.
It's so it's freeing.
It's fun. I prefer snowmobiling because once you realize how sore it makes you and how like
yeah.
it's a lot of thinking and moving and just like a lot
Yeah.
of stuff. I'm just like, give me a snowmobile. I just want
I
to.
want all that. I want to do
Enjoy
that too.
the sceneries.
There it is. All right, well, let's put it to a vote, man. New Year's Eve, is it better to go out or stay at home?
Stay at home, McGee.
I'm gonna say go out reluctantly.
Okay, I'm gonna stay at home.
Go to somebody else's house.
Oh,
Somebody
we
else
tied
is-
up.
We don't even got the odd number no more.
We tied up.
Damn it, Kevin, you're.
No,
Cam,
that's
what say ye? Staying in. There we go.
Staying in.
That is. All right, well, I
Cam
go with that.
the tiebreaker.
Just threw it in. All right, we're going to jump right into this next topic. All right, next topic of the day, we have what's easier, telling the truth or telling a lie?
Wait, it depends on the situation,
Yeah.
right? Because I feel like it's easier. I mean, I feel like you should always be honest with people, but there's some people who just can't handle the truth,
That part
Yeah.
right there.
and you be too worried about their feelings, so you're like, I just won't tell them the truth.
It's
So you'd
easier
rather
to lie.
them.
And
Yeah.
most of the time, it's easier to lie in general.
Yeah.
But now if you're talking to like your grandma or somebody who knows you well, like it might be hard to lie to them, harder to lie.
Oh yeah.
But I think if people get to have the choice, everybody would say it's easier to lie. That's why they do it.
Yeah.
You know, as opposed to what people should do is just tell the truth.
I didn't
but
know how to
sometimes they
tell
didn't.
you. I didn't want to tell you. I don't want to hurt your feelings. This, that,
Right.
and the third. So everybody lied. Yeah, I'll be there. Oh, I couldn't make it because of this. Everybody be lying every day, B.
Mm-hmm.
But the truth, that's a tough one. Because now you got to deal with the ramifications of being honest.
Yeah, but isn't
Right.
it easier to do that? Like, I always thought about, like, when guys be dating multiple chicks and stuff like that. Like, if you tell her straight up, like, yo, I'm not looking for a relationship. I'm out here just having fun.
That's true.
And we could kick it like that, but I'm not looking for something serious. If you tell them straight up like that, one, you'd be amazed at the amount of women will respect that and be on board with that. Two,
Right.
it's easier to do that than keep up with like 30
Oh.
lies that you done told different people. Now you gotta, you gotta remember that you told this chick your auntie died. That's why
Yep.
you couldn't keep up with her for like 2 days. You was off the map, and this chick, you told her that you just got out of something. Like it's too much.
Yeah.
It's way easier to just keep it funky. I feel like in that.
You were telling people that your auntie died.
Mhm.
And that same aunt died
Oh,
5
yeah.
times.
Yeah, she died.
Yeah. But that was my aunt on my mom's side. My aunt on
Right.
my dad's side, she healthy.
Hey, how
you
big is your
told me you
family?
lost both aunts on both sides.
No.
All of
I
them.
said both aunts on my mom's side.
Oh.
Yeah.
How many
Yeah.
aunts you got left?
Right.
I got 4 aunts left on my
You
dad's
told
side.
me you had 2 aunts left. last
Well, the
time.
other 2 are by marriage. Those are my uncle's wives.
Oh.
You see how quickly he comes with lies?
He's a
This is
liar.
scary,
You're
yeah.
a sociopath to
Yeah.
hear. The
I
fact
don't
that
think-
you
I
can
don't
lie
think- I
like
I
that.
don't think I'm a sociopath. I just know how to not be cornered. Like you can ask me anything, and I can figure out how to get out of it for the most part.
I kind of want to test this.
Let's test it.
Yeah. I'm
You're
telling
a
you, he is
liar,
like a
dude.
pristine liar. It's scary.
I
I've seen it.
I don't feel right lying to anybody now. I'm in this super honest,
Even little stuff like white
even
lies.
little stuff. I'll be like,
What's the last time you were like, I could have lied about that. I should have lied about that.
I don't know. I would have to think on that one.
Huh.
'Cause
I was listening to the radio to Steve Harvey this morning on the way in, and they were doing the strawberry letter, and she was like, it was this lady that was like, this dude was like perfect. She liked him, but at the time she wasn't trying to date anybody. But 5 years later, she was like, okay, I want to settle down, and he just happened to still be single. So she was like, okay, I like pursued him, like told him that I was ready for something, and he was like, okay, cool. And she's like, we had never had sex, and then the first time we got together, we had sex. She was like, I was celibate for 5 years, so I was so excited. And she was like, yo, when he put that condom on, it was baggy. She was like, I knew what kind of night it was going to be. And she said 5 minutes later, it was the worst sex I've ever had.
Baggy.
Now she was like, now he's like calling me like, hey, I want us to hang out, wants to be together, all this stuff. And she's like, how do I tell him? Like, how do I be honest?
Well,
like,
first of all, you should never pass on that the nigga's condom was baggy.
baggy.
You
Baggy?
can't come back. I wouldn't come back from that.
but
I'd just be
that's,
raw
but
after
even
that.
men's egos are way more fragile than women. So
Absolutely.
it's like, so
Oh.
she's like, should
said my
I
condom
say
was
anything
baggy.
about like, no, your sex was terrible, I don't want to be
Yeah.
with you, or should she like? So in that instance, I would just like go ghost. I would just get ghost.
Ghost to me is worse.
That's fine. I'd-
Give me the honest truth.
No,
Rather
but
than
but what do you say? What does a woman say to a man?
This is what you say. Listen, I thought I was ready to move in a direction with
That's a
you.
lie.
No, it's not. No, it's not. I thought I was ready to move in a certain direction with you. After our time together, I realized I'm not in that mindset and I'm not ready for that.
That's a lie.
That's
a
not a
lie.
lie. No.
She's still ready to
Listen,
move
listen.
on
No.
with him.
Everything
but she
was
didn't
dope
want
about
that.
him except
emphasis
the bag
was-
Right.
and black
The
sex.
emphasis was with you. I thought I was ready to move in a certain direction with you, but after our night together,
What if he
I
says, well,
realized
why
I-
not?
Huh?
Well, why?
Well, I don't have to disclose that right now. I just, as a woman,
But what if he's saying, well,
No.
since
as a,
we're-
as a
woman-
woman, respect my
No.
no. Respect no means no. Okay, and I'm just not there
that's
right
a
now.
lie.
with you.
Okay, and
It's not a lie.
omission
You're
of
not
the
being
truth
honest,
is a
though.
lie to hear, and he asked why. So if she says that, then that means
She
she's
does not
lying
have to
him.
tell him why
She
until
don't
the
have to
third
say-
time he asks why. Then
To the
It's
third,
like when
third
somebody-
time's a charm.
when somebody asks you something, like you offer, like, yo, you want a drink? Like, no, I'm good. You sure? You sure want another? No, I'm good. I'm finna go right now. It's no problem. You want something? Like, oh, well, I mean, yeah. If you gonna ask 3 times, I gotta do it. So if you ask 3 times, you got to. He has. Listen,
Flawed logic.
listen.
Where
I
did you get that
saw
from?
how the condom was fitting like an old sock. It's just it's not really my speed. And if we gonna be honest with each other, I gotta let you know. Like,
Well,
I
here's the
bet
thing.
I'm finger banging myself.
So Steve Harvey said something very poignant about this situation. He was like, your problem was 5 years later he was still single, and you didn't ask the question why he was still single.
Oh,
And he
that part.
was just like, basically, do you think you're the first woman who wasn't satisfied by him? The answer is probably no.
That part.
So if that's the case, then some woman should have at some point in his journey been like, bruh, your sex is terrible.
That's the
And then
key.
he might have gotten better. And since everything else was great about him, he might have been the perfect man
Then
for you.
should-
That's
that
why
should
the
be
truth
it.
is key.
Yes.
We should normalize telling people that they're
Yes.
not good at sex.
Because here's
I
the
think-
thing. Here's
why
the thing.
not?
Because he's going to, in his own mind, he's going to create all of these different reasons why he wasn't good enough for her.
And it
instead
was
of
not
going,
the sex. It ain't gonna cross his mind.
You know
He
what
can
I'm
be
saying?
like,
So it'd be like, was it me? Is it my sense of humor? Is it the way I look? It's so many other
Yeah.
factors. Give me the truth. Be like, I can work on my sex game.
He
but-
gotta know it was the sex. He gotta know.
But
telling
but he
you,
don't know for sure
you
because
would
she never
think.
revealed it honestly.
and that's the same reason why people go on American Idol thinking they are killing the game and they can't sing.
No one was honest.
Right.
Nobody
Yeah.
told
Nobody
them they couldn't
told
sing.
them
It's
to
way
real.
easier to tell somebody about talent, though. I feel like it's way easier
it?
to tell them.
Even that's tough.
No,
Yeah,
I think
but
that's
it-
tougher than sex, to be honest.
Nah, because sex,
Nope.
sex, you bearing your. Here's the thing: when you're showing your talent, and you think you're good. Somebody tells you you're not. You might be able to work on that, right? You can't work on your dick size. Your dick
What
size
was-
is what
what
it is,
the-
and you're naked. When you're naked, that's a different type of being exposed. Like
Vulnerability,
you,
yeah.
oh man, you.
Especially naked on soft.
Naked
Woo!
on
That's
soft.
real love.
I don't even like being naked on soft.
I don't either. I'd
I'm
be
a
like,
grower. Let me grow and then
Welcome,
turn
Kat.
around.
Where have you been?
I was taking a call.
Let me grow and then turn around.
You want to reveal yourself like the voice?
Yeah.
Like, all right, I'm ready.
Let me grow.
That's why we like when I wake up and my wife's already awake. I was like, don't look at me. you know
Why
I
she
was
loves
asleep.
you regardless.
I know, but I still want to impress her.
Man, because Sabrina be looking at me when I come out the bathroom. It's like every time I come out, she be like, boom. And I be like, hey, hey.
I feel like Tony, you come out with the towel wrapped up here.
Man.
Right, you're coming in your
It's
chest.
like up here, over the top. And then I got the dress on.
Don't look at
She
me.
always looking. I'm like, man, let me come out just with
use
Because
the
women
shower
don't, we
or-
don't
oh,
get to see, like, we don't have penises, so it intrigues us. We just see, like, a nice glistening body. I mean, when my fiance come out, I'd be like, hey, what's up? I just be
See?
looking.
I had that in me. When we first were married, I used to always be on hard in the showers. Then after a while, he's just like, I mean,
Wait, like,
by
on
yourself?
purpose? Like, you
no,
would just,
no, not by myself. I mean, when we shower together,
Oh,
I
okay,
shower on
okay.
hard, like, yeah,
I
man.
was like, yo,
Party
I'm
time
married.
Every time
Talking
Kev
about-
showered, he was so hard. Like,
Just 'cause he was
woo.
married?
Man, bathing. Bathing really gets me going, guys. The
He
scrub,
hangs the washcloth on it.
the froth.
oh, my God.
It's hard to watch when it's on hard. It's just like, oh, it's more space.
We're space to watch.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's-
my gosh.
She got to tell him that it was the sex. He'll be
But
all right.
that's what I'm saying. Why do you? That man went that many years without anybody telling him that
Yeah,
his sex was
that's
up
a great
because
point.
it's so much easier to lie to
a lot
somebody
of
than
women
to tell
don't
them the truth.
reveal the whack sex to men, though.
Because men can't take it.
I mean,
You know what it is? They're
I
not
could.
Trying to, they're not
A girl
trying
told
to.
me that before.
They're not trying to rehabilitate you for the next person. They're just trying
Right.
to move on to the all right.
As quick as possible. As painless
Yeah.
and quick as possible. They're trying to band-aid the situation.
Right. it
There
ain't
was a
about-
girl I liked for a long time, and we had great make-out chemistry. And then when we smashed, it was just terrible. Both times we attempted. And we
Did you
told
tell
each
her?
other. No, we both talked about it. She's like, "Why is our sex trash?" And I was like, "I don't know." And it was just trash.
And that was it.
You guys didn't
Yeah.
like.
That was the
reverse
end of the
engineer it or
story?
anything?
Nah, we just went our separate ways naturally.
Pat your mic. You got to close to the mic.
This mic is crazy.
But yeah, so but I was fine with that too because I felt it. I was like, "Yo, it was trash." You know, so it was like,
feel like-
worse.
Every time deserves a second because I've
oh, my virginity lost.
Oh,
I'm waiting for
tell
revenge.
him,
man, I was full
I
of
still want revenge to this day.
Oh, you never got it again?
Nope.
Wait,
She
what?
didn't know I was a virgin, so she just
Oh,
equated
so
that
she
to
thought you were
that's who he
terrible.
was.
Wait, did you try to talk to her after that? And she was just like, I'm good.
No, we never had a second attempt.
I have a joke about that. Where you,
Man.
when you have a bad sex experience, you should get like a press conference.
Mm.
Just be like, hey man, I was a little nervous, a little
Yeah.
cold. This is your first. That was your
Explanation.
rookie
That was
game.
my debut, but she didn't know I was a virgin because I was ashamed of the virginhood. So I played it
Yeah.
off like, yeah, I do it all the time.
Do it all the time.
So she probably thinking like he was trash.
Yeah.
You don't even know where the hole is the first time.
Man,
You're
it
like,
was
it's dark.
She hopped on top. I was out of here immediately. Like, wait. I was out of here. And I was like, we don't need to be doing this. You know, we don't need to be doing this bailout.
Not the top. Not the top.
Man.
Hit her with the straight. This is sin.
Man.
We You should be ashamed. Right? You're done. That's what I'm saying. Let's see it finish me so fast.
Oh. I love those stories. We can't be doing this. This is wrong.
You can't be doing this bell.
You gotta want better for yourself, girl.
To this day, she see me on the internet like, man, he was trash.
She probably is. I don't care if he got millions of followers.
Yep.
His sex is trash.
I won't be following him.
He telling stories. You know, I smashed him one time.
Trash.
Man, do women talk like that? Do you guys be like?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. Don't ever. And
You
it's
say I hit that?
no. We'll be like, oh, we had sex with him. It wasn't that great. So I'm not. But most women will. We won't tell the guy.
What's
like
the
we'll talk
woman
about
version
not.
of I hit that.
Oh, we used to talk.
He,
That's how they say it. They say it real quick and they look down. Oh, Tony, yeah, we used to talk.
Wait, is it? But
Look
but
down.
then the question. Then after that, the next question that we ask is like, okay, well, what kind? Like, was y'all together? Or we're like, y'all was just cool, phone talking, and then we get into details of like what that was.
Y'all don't elbow. Hey, girl, you see him? Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, if it's a club or something, be like, yes.
Okay.
how do y'all tell each other it was a good experience? Because it seemed like girls would
Oh
be
yeah,
like,
he packed.
The longer the bitch.
He's packing?
Oh yeah, he packed. He got that
He's-
thing.
You say that packing?
Yeah,
I mean,
women make 74.
I'm
most,
saying
most
it's,
women just
it's
they
a
hold about a bitch
variation.
like bitch,
No, he's packing.
bitch.
He has a
It's
very,
very-
large,
ing.
girthy penis.
He is packing.
Who girl?
It's-
I liked that experience. Boy, my vulva is throbbing.
I had a
big
good. I
member.
really enjoyed those thorough pumps, girl.
Or it'll be like, oh, that's big dick energy or whatever.
that's
something
Now you
like
coming
that.
to 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, but y'all are say I haven't
That'd
had
be
these
like,
conversations
he
in like a
took me
long
down
time.
to Pound Town.
Pound Town.
Pound Town is hilarious to me.
Pound Town?
Population 2, me and you. I'm the mayor of Pound Town.
Pound Town.
That's so dumb.
Pound Town is so funny to me.
That
the
reminds me
mayor?
of Puppy Pound.
Mayor of
Yeah, there's
Pound
no
Pound
one else
Puppies.
there
Remember
but
Pound Puppies?
I was over on Mulholland Drive and took her down to Pound Town.
Do y'all keep that same energy with the whack smash too? And do y'all be hoarding the good smash? Like, no, look out.
Oh,
You was
yeah.
all right.
That's what I was saying, because girls will like hear that and be like,
Lie
oh, let me
about it.
try.
No, there's so many times where women are just like laying there like, oh yeah, like
Color purple sex.
absolutely.
Mm.
And men just be because again, men's egos are so fragile. Y'all have not been nurtured to like process your feelings. So it's like if somebody hurts your feelings, you wouldn't know what to do if somebody was like, no, but it wasn't good. Like most men would just be like, would like cower instead of be like, well, give me pointers. Like, what can I do to get better?
I be
Who was
asking
that
for
rapper
tips.
whose video leaked and they were like, wasn't it ASAP Rocky?
No,
ASAP and
Kevin Gates.
Yep, both of them.
Kevin
And they were
Gates
like,
had
he
a
be
sex
acting.
tape?
They were like, he be acting so ugly for him to have little dick energy. Like, yes, people was talking about him
That
so
sucks
bad.
especially if they leaked it. Like, I'm
Now the small penis, there's nothing you could do.
There's nothing
about
about that. You just better have a sparkling personality.
Yeah,
You gotta learn how to eat
But
vagina.
the actual sex itself, you can work on that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And usually I feel it when it's trash. I
Mhm.
mean, like, man, this ain't
This ain't synced. That's what I always say.
But
It's
the
not
surprise comes when they
synced.
be
The audio's
hooting and
off?
hollering, and then you
Out of
find out
sync.
it was okay. I was like, you put on a whole production.
Because women, we've always been taught to like nurture y'all because y'all are not like us. Like to nurture your feelings to make you feel better about yourself. So
See, this is why I
most
don't
women
be
aren't
believing
be
women.
told.
But what
to
about women that be trash though? Because I've had some starfish.
Oh.
Did you
just-
tell them that?
Starfish?
Yeah, starfish when they just lay there like that.
Raggedy Ann dog.
Did you tell them that?
Raggedy
I
Ann.
told them with my actions, but I never calling again.
Starfish?
That's what I'm saying. You don't communicate like, hey,
But
this
when is it the right time? Because I'll
Well, it
just text
depends.
you, be like, yo, so that smash wasn't good.
I would like if they
Do
ask,
you want to continue smashing is the question. And are you interested in talking to that person again? His old butt crack with that.
Usually if it's whack, you usually don't want a second
Well, that's what I'm,
piece.
because then that means that you didn't like her personality enough to say, hey, maybe there's some things for improvement. And I think that's what most people do. They just go, the sex is bad. And there wasn't nothing about them that I liked enough.
if I like somebody, I would
Like,
try to joke it off and be like, yo, this time you gonna do something? Like
Yeah.
something.
See what I mean? Like that's
Damn.
a little okay. That's
I'll be coming with more truth than that.
I think it's all about not doing it in the moment. I don't think a woman should ever stop sex and be like, you need to do something different. It should be a conversation
stop.
afterwards.
What if you were eating a girl out and she just patted you on the head like, all right.
Or you looked up and she was like reading or something? Every time you looked up, she had a different thing going on. She was making tea.
She's like, ooh, you like, you're doing something? She's like, no.
Chapter 4.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Period, did what?
You seen this episode? It's a good one.
No, but I
Tap
think
you out
that's,
like a reliever. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go. Bring in the left-hander.
but that's why you're supposed to talk about sex so that you can learn to be like sexually satisfied by whoever the person you're with. You know what I'm saying?
If it's something
That's what I'm
serious.
saying. If it's-
a lot
yeah.
of times people ain't trying to rehabilitate the other person and like go through all of that just to like work with them.
Rehabilitate.
Yeah, if they're trash and you're like you want to like work on it with them. A lot of people are just like, man, I'll go.
I'm good at taking notes, man.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, take the time on the pumps.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, then
What ratio?
What do you like?
Premium pumps. Okay, premium
Oh,
pumps.
like middle.
But that's what
middle.
I'm saying. A lot of men act like they're real open about change, but they're not. Like
Oh,
some
yeah, I
That's
get
true.
that.
they'll-
Oh, the male,
because
the male
it hurts their
is
ego so
fragile.
much that
Male
this
ego
girl
is
was-
fragile.
I definitely feel like I'm a rarity in the man community. 'Cause like how I respond to women, they be like, really? Oh, well, yeah, let me let me. And not just on sex, just about talking about.
Are they writing
feelings and
something
all
down?
that.
No, that's
No,
him,
I'm writing
Jordan.
stuff down.
Oh, okay.
'Cause
I was trying to figure.
they're comfortable with me 'cause I didn't flip out.
Yeah.
Because think about all your homeboys that all y'all have. Like, how many of them, if a girl had told them that they would be okay with her, or they would just try to play out, like, man, she ain't, she this.
Well, if
she-
you
something
also
wrong with
really
her.
trying to please your partner, you want to be better.
Yes.
If
I
you
Yeah.
just random
Yeah.
smash and dash, you be like, I mean, girl, shut up. That was, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
that's why I be saying, like, having a lot of sex with a lot of different people doesn't really matter to the sex with one person.
Yeah.
Because what works for this person might not work for them. They might
Yeah.
not feel sex that way or love or whatever.
Right.
So you really got to be like, all right, everybody knows how to do this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like, what you like before, after all that stuff, that is
All
a
the extra
personal.
moves,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a personal
mayonnaise
thing.
jar.
What?
What?
Is that a position that you guys do?
Mayonnaise.
No, Tahir
smell
just
weird.
has mayonnaise next to the
Mayonnaise
thing. Like,
jars
yeah,
with-
girl.
When you go from side to side instead of like going like
Oh, okay.
you just
gotcha.
scraping the sides. You're trying to get the
I thought
last
you
little
brought
bit.
in
Mayonnaise?
actual mayonnaise.
Tahir,
Because
you
it's
gonna
you.
pass out doing all that.
That was a fat. I mean, I feel like you do a lot of scraping when it comes to jars. Why mayonnaise?
It's always mayonnaise,
peanut
man.
butter?
Mayonnaise. I've scraped a lot of mayonnaise.
It's always
jars in my
mayonnaise,
day.
man.
Peanut butter.
Yeah, getting the last.
Peanut
last
butter,
time.
like you know when your peanut butter's run out, but mayonnaise it be creeping up on you. You be
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
Lies,
yeah.
I was on. Yeah, I was.
That's
That's
wild
true.
specific.
You
Yeah.
don't eat,
Yeah.
man. Look out.
I don't eat enough.
All right, so
No.
let's bring it to a vote.
All right,
Is
alright.
it easier to tell the truth or lie?
Well, you know you better say lie.
don't
You
lie.
lie come
So
out of you like
easy.
water in the rain.
A
Tell me
lot.
what it's
See
talking
here,
about.
you are
It's
a
easier to
supreme
lie
liar.
for me.
Did you
It
say he
is-
lies like water in rain?
Yeah.
You
I was trying to make
up
up a
grandma?
new tease.
So we just going by what's easier.
Yes.
What's easier to
Easier.
tell, the truth? Or,
Not
I
what
would
you
say a
do.
lie. Is definitely
Lying to
easier.
people now for me is hard, but I think generally lying is easier. That's why more people do it.
Mm-hmm.
I lie, don't
I
care who
agree.
tell it. How about that, Pat?
That was actually pretty. Was that not one?
That is one.
Oh, okay. I was like, that's pretty good.
A lie gets halfway around the world before the truth gets his shoes on.
What?
That's another one.
How do you know all these? Were you raised in a nursing home?
He
How
was
do you
at
know
the
these
daycare center
things?
working. You was telling
What'd
the
you
kids
say,
all
man?
this?
It's definitely easier to tell a lie.
Okay.
Mhm.
I go lie too. It's definitely easier to lie. So
Where you
lie,
at, Pat? Lie?
lie.
We all liars up here, man.
No, it's just
man, we
what's
just say
easier.
we
Yeah,
just
this
lying.
is
We
what's
just say what's
easier.
easier.
Absolutely.
No, you're a liar to hear.
My life is hard now that I'm so honest.
To hear you're a good liar. We've all noticed it.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. We'll be right back with the next topic. All right, last topic of the day. We have
Boone's Farm.
what's the better group? Bone Thugs and Harmony versus Wu-Tang.
I know what Tony gonna say.
Oh, you
Oh,
already
yeah.
know,
I
man.
know what
I
Tony
say
gonna
this one for Tony.
Wu-Tang is for the children.
Oh man, let me tell you something. Wu-Tang changed my life.
Did
they?
they?
He brought me back into rap, man.
Y'all the
You
same
was out?
age.
Yeah, I was out. I was R&B McGee, man. When the hip hop scene was all West Coast out and the same samples, I was like, I kind of faded to R&B. I
What?
was like,
How dare you say that?
When the West Coast was dominant and Dr. Dre came out, it was like everybody was trying to emulate that sound. I was like, and then
But wait, you didn't like it? You didn't like Dr. Dre? Though?
it was cool, but it was getting redundant. Oh, I like the Chronic and I like Doggy Style, but everybody was trying to emulate that. And I
But
was
wait,
like,
you were so close to Bone Thugs from Cleveland. That's down the street from Chicago.
but
Like,
no. But this is what I'm saying. Wu-Tang came out
yeah.
in '93, and it was something I had never heard before. And I was like, "What is this?" And there was a bunch of them, and I was like, "Karate,
Karate. That's what got you to karate.
They were talking like Italians. I was like, "What is this?"
Karate snippets and
Man,
Italians.
it was just like
That is cool.
my
though.
head exploded. And I was like, "This is great."
They're like Shaolin.
I heard
What is-
ODB rapping for the first time. And I was
Oh,
like, "Who is
wow.
that?"
Yeah.
And it was
Who
just
let him in
something
the studio?
Man, it was something like I'd never heard before, and I was just like, I was on board ever since.
So I feel like that with Bone too. Bone was something I had never heard before.
Bone
Like,
had a crazy sound,
like
but
that-
I didn't like it initially.
I loved it.
What?
I've always been a fan of the people that can rap fast, like Twister,
Yeah.
Cap One,
I hate
Bone
rap
Thugs
fast.
and Harmony,
Do or
Crucial
Die.
Conflict, Do or Die, like all of those
Do or
guys.
Die.
And like I've always, and then
MP-ology, psychology.
Psychology.
This nigga, I was like,
Yes,
yes,
psychology.
yes.
That song made me
man.
pay attention to Twister.
yeah,
Even
Yeah,
though he
yeah.
was out before that, he was already in the Guinness Book of World Records for the most syllables in a certain time frame. But I was just like, but then
You don't
him
be
on Poe
supporting your
Pimpin',
own. He from
he from the
Chicago.
shop. But it was
Yeah.
if I don't like it, I don't like it. That don't mean that I'm hating.
Yeah.
And that was a common reference. He's Chicago MC.
Bone Thugs and Harmony is the only group that can boast that they have a song.
No, they're
with
not.
With Biggie, with Pac, and with Eazy-E though.
Oh, Easy E.
Oh.
He threw the Easy E
Yeah.
in there for them.
Yeah.
That was his.
Yeah,
You been waiting to say that?
No,
He said it earlier, and I
back
was like, "Well, Method Man was on
but
All
Method
Eyes
Man
on
is
Me,
in a group.
but he's
He
in
was
Wu
in the
Tang."
group, but the whole group had a song
Nah, man,
with
look out,
Pac,
man.
Biggie, and Eazy-E. That's all I'm saying.
You can't put the whole Wu Tang on a feature.
That's true.
That's
Inspector
Nah,
a
that-
Deck,
good song.
The other person would
You
be
could.
the feature.
Ghostface Killer.
Ghost.
You God. People don't talk about You God enough.
It is.
You God don't
the
get enough
forgetful
recognition.
This is why.
Capadonna.
Now,
Yeah.
granted, Bone Thugs. Bone Thugs came out. They sold like crazy with the first EP,
Uh-huh.
and the Crossroads was an amazing seller. The Crossroads was one of the best songs of all
Oh no!
time.
Wait! First one was
East
It was the
99,
EP.
ain't it?
It was the EP.
Faces of Death was the very first thing they put out.
Nobody paid attention to that.
Right. Then they came out with
the EP with For the Love of Money,
Money.
on there.
Yeah.
And Rugged Rugged. It was just like an EP.
Okay.
And then East 1999,
East 1999.
Eternal came out.
Yes,
That was
now that
that's
was-
Did y'all
Yeah.
grow up hearing that Bone
Yes.
worship the devil?
Yes.
It had
Or
spells
Soul
on
the
it.
devil?
It had spells on
Ouija,
it.
are you with me? It was
Yeah.
just like, what's
They're
going
gonna
on?
die
here?
in the end of '99. I was
Yeah.
like,
They had it all in church. We had to watch this thing in church about it. It was like they
Oh my
had
God.
to, if you play it in reverse, you hear them chanting to the
Oh,
devil.
yeah.
They had somebody pray over their records for record
Then they had the
sales.
little flames right here on the forehead.
Yeah,
it was demonic though.
It was
let's
for
keep
Yeah,
sure
real.
wasn't there
demonic.
stuff on the back of the CD where if you put it in the mirror, you could read it?
Oh snap!
What?
They had that going.
I ain't hear that, but
I-
I believe that.
So I talked to
didn't
this
see that.
barber, this dude downtown, and he was telling me that was all Eazy-E's like idea. Like he's like Bone, they were like good kids. They didn't want to do that, but Eazy was like, "Yeah, y'all should take this route."
Really?
Yeah, that's what he told me. I
It
don't
made
know how
him,
true
it made
that
him
is.
stand out. It was
It
like
definitely
something we
stood
never
out.
heard before, and I started liking them For the Love of Money. I was like, I like this song. And then after that, first of the month, and then the Crossroads. If you didn't like the Crossroads, you was
Come on.
lying.
That
I mean,
music
I
video,
was
the
lying.
first time, I was just like, when he
it's
did
kinda
that and
sad.
the eyes turned black,
Oh
I was
yeah,
like,
great video.
I had to go walk outside for a minute. I was like,
That's funny.
what?
Creepy though.
Great
That was-
video, great song.
It was,
then-
and that was the first. You remember the website ohhlaa.com that had the lyrics? That was like the
Ooh
only
La La?
website. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm.
the only one with the lyrics. I remember I printed them out and took them to church and passed them around and be like, guys, they're talking about God in this song.
Yeah.
Learn it.
Yeah,
Learn
man.
it.
Remember
Uncle
Tasha was
Charles?
singing?
Oh,
Tasha. What
Tasha.
happened to Tasha, man?
Nothing.
No, she
Bone-
was actually a really sad story. Something happened to
What?
her. I don't know what it is.
I
and
heard
don't
that
wanna
was
say-
false.
Did you?
Yeah, I hope it's
Oh.
true that it's false.
Oh,
but,
okay.
you know.
And I love,
Wait, say the
love-
story. What's the
I
sad story?
love
We're not
them
against
so
rappers.
much
Bone?
because growing up in Kentucky, like they were down the street in Ohio. So for
Yeah.
us, it was like, oh, we finally have a group from the Midwest.
Oh, that
Homegrown.
that's on the other side, ain't it?
It is, yes. No, it's
Homegrown.
they're from Cleveland, so it was at the top.
But
of
I mean, that's the
Ohio.
next state up
It's
from
the next
Kentucky.
state up.
Cleveland is definitely in the house.
Cleveland's in
Oh,
the
here we go.
house.
Remember Tasha said that?
Yeah.
I'm trying to find this.
But I
sad
love
story.
them so much, and like you remember Mo Thugs? They had like the
Yeah,
spinoff.
they had the spinoff.
Yeah.
And I was
Thugs.
there was a white cowboy. What's his name?
Jerry
Powder
Jones?
P. My name's Powder P. Can I get a 12 gauge? He had a song like I just loved how they had not just themselves, but they had like it was almost like Junior Mafia. It was like another spinoff.
It was like Wu-Tang.
That's
Put them to Scotty.
If you want to take it there, it was like what Wu-Tang did.
I
Wu-Tang
guess.
came out. Everybody did solo projects. They had affiliate groups: Killer Priest, Killer Army, Wu-Tang, Killer Bees, Sons of Man. The brand, the clothing. Wu-Tang was huge.
Wu-Tang is easily a more iconic group.
Oh
absolutely.
I mean, the doggone Wu-Tang logo is probably top 10 logos of
yeah.
all
And it's still out here.
still out here.
Yep.
The reason why I feel like Wu-Tang is better is because as groups, they're both phenomenal, but Wu-Tang had more solo projects that I like.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Did you like any of the Bones solo projects?
I like Crazy Bones' first solo album.
Yeah, it was
And then Busy Bones' first solo album was okay.
They
But
did
Crazy
a joint
Bone was
one.
strong.
I think Crazy and Lazy did a joint project together. Then they had Mo Thugs. I think they might have put out 2 Mo Thug albums.
I just feel like they didn't have the success because you got to think about like when Wu-Tang came out, they pushed Method Man out first. He went platinum. ODB right behind him went gold. The Genius went gold. Raekwon went gold. Ghostface went gold. RZA went gold.
Only built for Cuban Links.
Only built for Cuban Links. It's regarded as one of the best.
Best album.
And so you got that many successful members coming out of one group. It's crazy.
Right.
And then like when Rolling Stone redid their 500 greatest albums of all time, Ghostface is in there, Raekwon is in there, Wu-Tang Clan is in there. No bone.
Liquid Store is Raekwon or
Jizza. That's the Jizza.
That's Jizza.
And it was just like they had the critical acclaim, they had the sales, and it was just like one group.
Now let me ask you this: do you think that they got an unfair advantage? An unfair advantage because they were from New York?
Absolutely.
Everybody.
Advantage how so?
Advantage how
Because
so?
you know, like the East Coast was like basically wide open for the taking after Biggie, and then like they came in different, but like out of Wu-Tang, like how many of them would you rank as great rappers?
Raekwon,
Mhm.
Method Man. Method Man to me has never come up short
Never.
on a verse.
I would
ever.
say that. He's one of my favorite rappers.
I remember
Ever.
them talking about when he got on the track with Biggie, and they were talking about how they were sure that he was gonna smoke Biggie. Then Biggie started rapping. They was like, "Oh, shit."
No, but Method Man held his own.
He
though.
held his own.
He's never fell short.
Takai.
And he had a dope side project with Redman.
Redman,
Yeah.
So it's like in the transition
Black
into
guy.
acting, RZA started directing movies and doing scores for Quentin Tarantino. It was just like
I mean, they're definitely bigger for sure, but I do think they had an unfair advantage because number one, they're in New York.
Nah.
That's no,
Everybody
no,
in
no.
New
Because
York had
think
to-
about it. This was in a day and age when it's not like now where you can just make your own project, put it out on the internet, and everybody can see it.
Mhm.
Bone Thugs and Harmony was in Cleveland.
Yeah, it's
okay,
harder
like
to get
there
on from
is no,
Cleveland.
there was no
Nah.
music.
New York
They
is
had
looked at as
Eazy-E
the
backing,
it was
though.
looked at
But
as
that-
the mecca of hip hop, bro.
They was on
Right.
Ruthless Records with the Eazy-E backing. Eazy-E was huge at that time. Like I said, the West Coast was dominating at the time, so he get that
But
layup.
it's the same thing because now it's not in their backyard. Like if you know anything about Wu-Tang, you know, their whole story, it was right there in their backyard. Like that's
What
how
do you
they
mean?
blew up. Like that's how they got so big
New
because
York,
they were able.
all the labels were out there.
Yeah, they were
Oh,
all
got
there.
it.
They had connections through this person. It was easy for them, right? But then,
Eazy-E.
but first of all, Eazy had his own stuff going on. He was in a whole nother state. It's different. It's
No.
not the same.
And he wasn't. I don't think Eazy-E was popping like that when Bone first came out.
Yeah, he was.
What song did he have on the charts?
You know
he
he
was
was in
always
NWA.
Eazy-E
Wait,
stayed relevant.
what year did he pass? What year was that?
He died like 90,
93?
95, I think.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. They came
95,
out.
96,
It was what
they
year was
came
it?
out. He was on the first. He was on that EP. He featured on that. He was already dead by the time.
That's what
They
I'm
got
saying
their
because
claim.
when they
Second
first
album
came
came
out,
out.
it was 90. Their first For the Love of Money came out in 1994. So like he didn't have much time with them to help build and
but
groom
he
them and
got
everything.
the attention for them. That's what I'm saying. Like
It's like the Dr. Dre Eminem lob up.
Wu-Tang didn't have a lob up. That's what I'm saying.
Fair.
But they were also in New York
That's
where
good.
they didn't need one because here's
No,
the thing.
but New
these
York
are
wasn't
some dudes-
hot.
They were
Staten
Staten Island.
There's no
They were
rappers from
Staten Island.
Staten Island.
Staten Island is literally across the bridge
Nah,
from
but
Manhattan.
it's a whole different
Who's
mindset
from
culturally.
there, though?
Only
I'm
Wu
just
Tang.
saying is-
Wu-Tang put Staten
And Pete
Island on
Davidson.
the map the way
Here's what I'm
Bone
saying.
put Cleveland on
Being
the map.
somebody that is from a small town and growing up in an era where there was no internet back then,
Just say
it was-
Bone Me Morse to you.
Shut
That's all you
up.
say.
I'm just saying you have to understand it's different when you grew up in a town like New York, in a city like New York, where hip hop was birthed there, and then
Right.
you have somebody like people in Bone Thugs and Harmony from Cleveland. They didn't have no music scene. They didn't have nobody in
That
the
is
city.
a true point.
Yeah, I'm not saying
So it's like
Cleveland didn't have
there
a
was no
music
footprint
scene,
for them.
but they had a layup.
Okay, but they had a layup with somebody who died a year later.
No.
From when they had their
Bone sold like crazy with the Eazy-E layup. Then he died right before East 1999 came
that
out.
record
That's why they
did-
made
that did.
Crossroads.
Yeah, that record.
Was that
he-
about ECE?
Eazy-E was literally on. Eazy-E's ghost is in the video.
That-
Eazy-E
he
was
does
literally,
look
That's
like
who-
Eazy-E.
Yeah,
He
he's in the video.
does. I never
That-
knew
his
that. I never
ghost.
realized that.
but he was on their first EP that broke the door open.
Yeah, for the
And
love
he
That's
of
put
what
him on the
okay,
Why
but
are you
then
trying to
but
discount Eazy-E?
No, here's what I'm saying. When you look at Dr. Dre and you look at Eminem, they've had years. They've had albums. It's a long working
But remember that
relationship
Dr. Dre
where
Eminem
they
thing
didn't
was
have that much time.
it wasn't big
with
his whole
Eazy-E.
career though. Like it was the very beginning. The first couple albums, it was like Dr. Dre.
First
hit the
couple
video.
of it was. That's what I'm saying. There was more time that he had Dre, somebody to help him.
Wait, who are we talking about right now?
I'm just saying that
I was just
the
saying
difference.
that Dr. Dre Eminem thing. Like
Dr. Dre was the Eminem layup.
that's what I'm saying.
Right, but again,
But
was-
Eminem went on and did other stuff outside
right.
of
But
that.
he had a lot of help for years from Dr. Dre. I'm just saying Bone didn't get that luxury. They had
Yo,
one little
they
quick layup and they
did.
had no help.
They got the luxury.
Whatever.
Eazy-E signed. He literally signed
But
them.
and then it was
to
1 year
his
later
label.
and they didn't have anybody.
What
1 year
platinum
ago-
artists signed Wu-Tang to their label when they first came out?
They didn't need it.
No,
I don't
they
think
didn't.
there's
They
a lot of
coulda
New York
used it.
rappers who didn't make it. And they were in
Yeah,
New York
Being from
too.
New York wasn't enough.
That wasn't a guarantee to be a
Yeah.
great
Even
though
though
rapper.
the
I'm
rappers
not
are
saying
from
it was
New York?
I'm just saying it was easier.
No, it was.
a
There was
path.
producers at Source, I believe, who admitted that the New York scene was hot because they could just go and grab somebody. You know, it was a lot easier to do that than
That's
to
all I'm
look
saying.
in Atlanta.
That's all I'm
Here's
saying.
the thing. Wu-Tang's first album was produced by the RZA. It wasn't produced by no
Right.
big. It wasn't produced by no hot
Right.
produced. They had to do it
Correct.
themselves.
Correct.
So, Bone had a better leg up than Wu-Tang on the come out. And Wu-Tang had the slow burn. They didn't explode right away. It was just like they kept playing it on the radio slowly but surely. And it was like, who are these guys? It was a slow build.
They were street
Right,
team
but
heavy too,
that's
right?
what I'm saying. But if it's
Yeah.
playing,
Steve
hold on.
Rifkin.
This is what you need to understand about radio
Loud
back then,
Records.
because radio was like that's how we knew about music back then, right?
Statue of Liberty.
If you're playing on a number one station in a number one market, which is what happened with Wu-Tang, then of course you're gonna blow up.
Right.
But if you're playing on Cleveland WSES,
But they
like,
were getting played in L.A. because of Eazy-E.
here's what I'm saying.
LA's the
Again,
number one market.
no, New York
Uh,
is actually number one when it comes
Who's
to radio.
number two?
LA.
I said it's a number one market.
All right, so let's put it to a vote.
Okay.
What we going with? Wu-Tang or Bone Thugs and Harmony?
Bum, 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 bum,
My
bum,
son's-
bum, bum.
my son's
Now
middle
tell me
name is
what you
Raekwon.
gonna do.
Is it really?
Is it really?
One of his middle names is Raekwon.
One of his middle names.
He got
What?
two middle names.
You was doing the
What's the
most.
other middle name?
Anthony.
Oh, you went heavy.
Oh,
I threw my
God.
name in there.
And then hit with
Anthony
the Raekwon.
Raekwon?
Raekwon.
You and your favorite rapper was thrown in there.
Did you
Was
give
that-
your other son a Wu-Tang name too?
Nah.
Man, what
Oh,
about
wow.
you guys?
You playing favorites?
Michael, you God. Baker.
What's his middle name?
His middle name is Ghostface.
Ghostface Killer liked Zay Zay when he first came out.
Really?
He retweeted him and stuff. He was like,
Oh,
man, keep
that's
going,
dope.
young man. And I was like, Zay Zay, Ghostface. He was like, is he scary? And I was like, oh, come on, man.
That's a great question, though.
At his age, I was like, ah.
Ghostface sounds scary.
Ghostface Killer has one of the best rap names of all time.
Oh, yeah.
That's
A.H. on the Killer,
Oh,
too?
man. If he would have never shown his face, that would have been genius.
The
That would've been
Mandalorian.
Man.
He didn't
Yeah.
show his face, though.
Wu-Tang all day for me. It's for the children.
I was low-key kind of disappointed when the Mandalorian took his helmet off. I was
Yeah, I
like,
was
Me
too.
too. Me too.
Yeah.
I thought they would have held it
Some
at least
teacher.
the entire first
Yeah.
season.
he looked. Yeah,
They didn't show him, though, did they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and he was.
It's
he
like
was-
2 episodes.
Because remember, the robot was like, bro, I'm a robot. I don't
Yeah,
really
yeah,
count.
you can take it off in front of me.
Yeah.
I ain't got no soul.
He literally was like,
Yeah.
I'm a robot.
I love the fact that he kept the helmet on.
Yeah, man. He was willing to die for it.
Mm?
It probably stunk in there.
It is
too.
the way.
Oh,
This
yep.
is the way.
This is the way.
That's
Someone I can mess up a little bit.
and his hair was all wet because it was nasty.
Oh,
Ugh.
most definitely.
gross. I hate smelling helmets. Ugh.
What you going with, Pat?
I'm.
You smell helmets often?
No, I'm saying, but you can always smell when someone had their head in a helmet. Ugh.
I'm sorry. The musty helmet threw me off. What were we talking about?
Get
Fried
outta
chicken
here.
and
Wu-Tang.
No,
Bone.
fried
Wu-Tang and
chicken.
Bone
He was
Thugs.
the fried chicken.
okay.
Nigga said fried chicken.
Wu-
He said fried chicken and what? Like fried chicken was the for sure. Fried chicken and what? Coleslaw.
We didn't
All
do
right.
that earlier.
Picnics.
Fried chicken, my
The
bad.
thing about coleslaw is this.
I would say Wu-Tang just because not only do they have ODB, but they had better solo projects. So,
Okay.
Woo.
I'm going Bone Thugs and Harmony.
You going neck bone thugs and harmony.
So you want to fuck up some neck bones? If they
I would.
All right then.
Bone thugs and harmony would work too. That'd be a great grits restaurant.
That's good.
All right, so who you going with?
Don't be trying to interrupt me either.
Yeah.
Woo.
Too
Wu-Tang.
long, folks.
Also, we didn't talk about this. Wu-Tang's features on other people's songs.
Crisp.
ODB's feature on Mariah Carey's song.
Oh
is
man,
Mariah.
Go back like baby pacifier. Oh, dirt dog, don't lie. There's a great story about that. You guys should look it up. Getting him to record that feature, man, the person was like, it was hell. He was like, I need 20 grand in the Snickers. The guy was like, what? Get it?
And a Snickers.
I'll be here smoking. It wasn't that, but it was like, it was a whole bunch. He went in there and recorded like 2 lines. It was like, all right, I'm done for today. Punch me in.
Dang.
But it was so good, though. And Method Man and Mary J. Blige is one of my favorite.
Oh my God.
That was such a cool video.
Yeah.
It was a cool video.
It's
So,
probably Mary J's best work and only good work.
And Method Man has a hit movie. How high?
what? Was it a hit?
And
Yeah.
he's on Power.
The
Ghost-
Wire.
He's on, yeah. He's been acting tough.
He was great as Cheese in The
He
Wire.
was dope
Cheese
as
Wagstaff.
Yep.
He's actually not a bad actor.
Redman
he's not.
Cribs episode is my favorite.
Oh, that's the
the
best.
roller
They
toilet.
offered him a fake house, and he said his mom would be like, "But you don't live there." He was like, "I'm gonna do my real apartment." He had money in a shoebox above the
Yes.
refrigerator. I was like, "This is real." I don't. All those other people, I don't remember their
I
their
don't.
things.
I
Right.
remember
Big house,
Redman.
cars. Redman's
Right.
apartment.
Oh, you
I
that.
remember
Is
that.
that his real
Yeah.
apartment?
Yes.
Is that his mom? Like,
No, he was really up in there.
But also like touring and stuff, which is dope.
Yeah.
Yes, it was great. So I say Wu-Tang. I like Bone a lot.
I do too.
I
They're
like
more-
Bone, too.
I like them a whole lot, but Wu-Tang's for the
Sold
children.
out.
Wu-Tang
man.
changed my life, man.
You sold out, Kev.
All
Shut
right,
up.
shut up.
Your turn, man.
I don't know. I was gonna say Bone Thugs, but as we talk about
Wait a
Wu
second.
Tang,
You better not have argued 20 for 30 minutes to not be.
You argue me
Don't do
down.
that.
But that's good. That's good TV.
Hey, yo, shut up, Tony.
I mean, because I am I do think that Method Man is one of the best rappers ever. He's one of my favorites.
It's Bone and Biggie. It's Bone.
Oh.
You know. Okay, I'm gonna go Bone Thugs specifically because I was a huge Mo Thugs fan as well. I was proud of them
Ain't
for
nobody
doing
really talking about
I
Mo
never
Thugs
heard
that
of Mo
bad.
Thugs.
that because y'all are whack.
Who was in Mo Thugs?
What is Mo
Powder
Thugs?
P. And
Oh, there was no Bone members in there?
no, yeah, they were in
Nah,
there.
You said
Crazy was
Heather
in it.
B?
Powder P.
Powder
Oh,
P.
Crazy
And-
Bone and Powder P?
What is
No,
Mo?
Crazy
What is Mo
and,
Bones?
Mo
Lazy
Thugs.
is-
It's both. Just look it up, okay?
Mo
You got the
Thugs.
Google on your phone.
I like asking you guys. I don't want to just be
Just
lost
look
and
it
quiet.
up.
Yeah, the whole group.
It was like the
They really
Junior
was
Mafia.
Rambo?
I'm
Yeah,
a
it was
big
like a
fan
little
of
They were
groups.
juniors.
No, they were just like other people that were
That was what
talented
Lil
in their city.
C's and
Yeah, it was like extra people that were.
who else was in Junior Mafia?
Oh, it was Lil C,
Lil'
Snake
Kim.
Eyes, Lil Kim, and then nobody
Snake
else.
Eyes.
One of the dudes' names was Snake Eyes.
I've
up
never
in
heard of
somewhere.
that. That's wild.
Yeah, it was just Junior Mafia never really outside of Lil C's. They never really
Took off.
popped.
Was
Yeah.
Lil C's ever big, though?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
had a
he had
gold
a few.
record.
Did he really?
Uh-huh.
It ain't hard to get a gold.
Gold is 500,000.
By Hunter.
That's
Lil
you
C's
just-
went
that's
gold?
one borough in New York.
That was on what? That was the single?
The Lil Caesar Leo album.
Oh yeah.
Is that really what it's
I don't
called?
even remember
Something
that
like that,
album. I
yeah.
just remember the single. But all right.
Lil C's, man.
Well, we need to talk about Magoo.
All right, well,
Timberland left him. Timberland left him in the
I
dust.
always wondered
Yeah,
what
what
happened
happened
to
to
Magoo.
Timberland and Magoo was a thing, and it was just like now it's just
Jumps
Timberland.
the buggy,
Nigga,
buggy jump.
He sounded like Q-Tip.
He
He
did.
little bit,
did.
yeah, I can
He's
see that.
very talented.
But he sounded like he was jumpy. He was like, "Yep, dude, but sit, go, boop,
That-
boop,
that-
I got boop,
that-
that's it,
did
it."
rap
They used
like
to do
that.
silly like moves in their videos. Too.
Yeah,
Like, why you
it's
doing
like-
your eyes like that?
I
It
got
worked
liked
for
it.
Missy. I
I
feel
liked
like
it
they
too.
were
He
forcing
fit
it.
with them.
Missy was great.
Missy
Yeah.
could do no wrong.
Well, looks like Wu-Tang has it. Wu-Tang is for the children. Thank y'all for watching another episode of SquADcast Versus. But before we get out of here, we want to wish all of you guys a very happy New Year.
What are the purge
See
happening?
you guys later. Thanks so much for watching.
There are
Bye.
raiders and
Wu-Tang.
looters
What if
everywhere.
What if people breeding with? What if you have to have zombie sex in order to get the vaccine?